Hi guys, it's been a while, and since I'm back, I just I kind of wanted to talk about something. And it's always just like this in our channel. We just talk about some random stuff, and today we are going to do the same thing. But the thing is that it's always very hard, as I always mention in my every single video, that choosing a topic is the hardest part of recording the whole video. So regardless of what is happening right now, I am just thinking about kind of like a topic, and I'm not really getting something because the music is going on to my head, which was from a Chainsaw Man Reyes movie, and that was like the peak perfection of a piano I have ever heard in my life. And it that tune is just going in my head, like all the time, like from days. So let's just talk about music, and kind of entertainment and the impact that music made makes in our life. See, I'm kind of a guy who listen to all genres. Okay, so it's not like I'm only fan of raps, or I'm only a fan of kind of metal music or something like that. It's just I kind of listen to almost everything in the world, and recently I've just listened to that OST from Chainsaw Man Reyes arc, and damn, that is hitting me in a way that I never kind of there was a scene from Dandadan. It's an anime, and there was this scene where the kind of a second villain, kind of but she had a story. She was a prostitute, and she had a child, and she was kind of like a only mother, and she was raising her kid, and that had like significantly very kind of something that catches your whole heart kind of tune, and she kind of committed suicide, spoiler alert. So that entire thing, that was like the tone that I kind of liked before I heard the Chainsaw Man OST. And I just want to say that regardless of the everything in the world, music literally has this kind of a miracle kind of power, or a godlike power, you can say. I mean, it just reshapes your entire mindset. It can kind of you listen to funk and stuff, and suddenly all your testosterone level and other hormones that makes your adrenaline is high. And then when you're using a sad music, your cortisol is high. And then when you're using a happy music, your dopamine is high. And then when you're using a romantic movie, your oxytocin or whatever is high. So it's so powerful that it kind of works in a level that it just reshapes your entire mental physiology, or whatever you call it. And I mean, it just changes the whole wave function of your brain. Your brain starts generating different kind of waves when you listen to different kind of music. Your whole body generates different kind of hormones when you listen to different kind of music, and each music has this whole power to literally reshape the entire hormone structure in your body. And this something, it can be so powerful. You kind of don't get like how powerful it is. I mean, you got people who are like men, especially men, want that testosterone spike every time they try their hardest, and then suddenly all they need to listen to fucking funk music, and then they're like on the top of the boat. So I just wanted to talk about this whole music stuff, and we will talk about some extra stuff along the way. And but I kind of have lost the whole flow because I wasn't shooting in the previous like many days. I guess it's been a month or so, and I'm just very lazy. I mean, this getting this thing whole set up actually takes a lot of time, and because of that, I always just try to avoid it. And I'm kind of insecure about some things that is happening to my skin lately. And since I'm not really consulted any dermatologist or anything, kind of I'm not seeing a solution towards it, so it's kind of making me a bit insecure. Something has happened to my face, and I mean, I don't know what. And so yeah, that was also a big reason. But I guess I'm back, because how long would I have denied it? Okay. And I was also worried about, so putting the music topic a little aside, I also wanted to talk about this. I was just kind of resting, and a sudden thought came into my mind. I mean, my summer vacation is officially over. Was officially over yesterday, and on 18 July I got like a test or exam, whatever you call it. And when the exam comes, it's like I have a month. I have a whole month, but it just kind of makes me very anxious at that point when exams data releases, and something like that happens. I guess that happens to all of us. What I want to point out is that, and then it just suddenly hit me, and I am talking about like very deeply, how less time I really have. I mean, I'm 19. Okay, I've turned 19 this on the first June of this year, and it suddenly hits me like how fast life is moving after 10th. And after 10th I'm doing less things. Okay, I most of the time I'm just on my phone, and or I'm gaming, or I'm watching a web series or something. Usually I'm doing less productive things overall, as compared to what I was doing when I was in my school. I woke up, I did my workout every single fucking day, and then I went to school, did my 7 hours of study, and then spent some quality time there with my friends and stuff, and then come back from there, go to a coaching, and then from coaching then come back home, then make my homework, and all of that happened, and then I took a sleep, and then I also again wake up tomorrow at 5. So I was doing all of these things when I was in 10th class. So I'm just thinking that what happened, that I was like in my prime in 10th. So suddenly that prime has dropped. It should have like kind of improved, and it should have improved when I was in my 11th, 12th, and right now. But since I have more free time, but somehow I haven't done any kind of workout in last month, like last whole month. And it just kind of, and the level of workout that I was doing when I was in 10th was just like next level. I was doing 3 hours of workout each day. And when my school, like when 10th finished, and I joined 11th, and suddenly 11th was like, I was enrolled in school, but I was doing coaching, so I was not really attending school. And that time, like in 11th particularly, I guess I just kind of broke every single limit on my body, because I was working out 3 hours, 4 hours per day, and I know it's going overboard, but I was doing it. Okay, and I was maintaining a physique, I was maintaining my diet and everything else. And suddenly 12th, I just started messing up everything. And then it kind of started breaking down, and then it came to a point that I was just sitting around all day. I gained too much weight at a single time, and I lost it and I gained it again. Right now I'm also overweight. So this thing is like happening, and the reason is pretty the reason is kind of I'm not understanding what is the reason, because in 11th I had free time and I was optimizing that time in a way that, I mean, I'm so proud of that particular year's version of me. And then here comes me now, which does do workouts like for months and months, and then does it for a week, and then again stop for months and months. So something is happening. How can I destroy my body if I am gaining more time? I have more free time. And I just kind of feel very much trapped, because I am right now in IIT Madras, and the thing about that is that I am not really attending the class offline. So it's more like I'm not in the campus, I'm just attending it online. And the issue with online is, of course, that I cannot ask the questions that I know, that I want to know, that efficiently that I could have done when I am facing a teacher face to face. Also, my maths is too weak, and I have took a course. I'm doing engineering in data science, and I've took a course that includes maths as its most priority subject, and it's kind of messing me up. Okay. Because it's very hard to study by yourself. That is what I've realized all this past year. That studying by yourself is the one hardest thing that you can do, because in terms of math, IIT really don't have that much videos explaining stuff, and it's IIT professors, they do not really explain stuff well. And I'm not really a genius guy, so I kind of needed a cheat teacher that you can explain things to me. Like, I had teachers and videos, resources basically during my 10th and 12th, and right now I don't have any kind of resources, because the IIT books and stuff, they are all not really that good. And self-study is very hard, because I don't have a source for questions practice, because IIT really don't provide that much questions to practice. And having good questions to practice is and then there comes some YouTubers that sell their courses, but it's too expensive. Like like I have 2 quizzes and then an end term for a per semester. And the thing about all of this is that the YouTubers kind of make a kind of course for a limited, for the first quiz and the second quiz and the end term, they sell separate courses. Okay. And it's very expensive. Like, for me, it's very expensive, because it's 800 rupees somewhere, it's 600 somewhere, it's 500 rupees per subject, and for a test which kind of takes 20 days. So you can just think about it. Spending to 800 rupees every 20 days is kind of like high price if you're talking about it. And so yeah, it's kind of life has gotten to a point that I don't know what to do. I have gotten all the way socially isolated from everyone, because I don't have any friends living here. I have only one friend, and he lives so far away from my house that he cannot visit. We don't really have a common reason for visit, because he has to walk down foot from a very far away place. So it's around 10 kilometers or 12 kilometers. So coming from there every single day is very hard. So you can just think about it. And चुपचाप रहेगा रे, नहीं खोलेंगे, रिकॉर्ड कर रहे हैं हम. And this whole thing, it just kind of stuck. I just noticed my brother and sisters were right now going to his school, and I just noticed that I'm not saying that I want to go back to school. I definitely don't want to do that. I kind of just get this whole suffering vibe whenever I even think about going back to school. But I definitely want to have a little bit of social life, and I kind of always feel like I'm missing that campus life that every single friend of mine is having. and it's also affecting my studies. And I definitely don't want to leave my parents behind there, because I just don't want to leave them. And I because Madras is, I live in Bihar, and the distance between Bihar and Madras is incomprehensible, because like the train fee is around 6,000 rupees. So you can just think about this, they having 6,000 rupees every time you make a trip. It just kind of fucks you up, and then going there, taking a room, and then living there all by yourself. And then so it's hard, it's very hard. And that is why it's kind of fucking me up every single time I think about it. The way my all the friends of mine, some have gone somewhere, and my best friend all is also going outside. So kind of I will be all alone. But the thing about is, I always liked being alone, okay, but this time from past like 2 years, I guess, I have just felt this need that I must have a social life, and I must interact socially, spend some time getting to know people, because I have really bad communication skills. So that is what I want. But definitely I don't have any ground to really experiment this whole stuff. I mean, I know people are going to say that just approach any random guy, start talking to them, but that doesn't really happens in Bihar. It's kind of very weird.